In this video, we're going to be learning the basics on using the pen tool. It's quite a complicated tool, to be honest, but once you get used to it and get the hang of it, it's a very handy tool. It's very powerful. You can use it for lots of things, making selections and all of that. In this video, we're just going to be learning the basics of it, how to create a path, how to create a stroke on the path, and learning a little bit about the anchors. I have got sample files for you to download. I'll put the link in the description. Hope you found this helpful. If you do, please give it the thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to follow the series and to follow all the videos that I put on. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. Okay, so if you've downloaded the file that I've offered in the description, this is what it'll look like. You have your guides and you have in your layers panel, you have the background, the paths, which is the ones that I've pre-done for us, and then the working layer. We want to have the working layer active and we want our paths to be open, our paths panel. If you don't see it, go up to window and down to paths. Okay, first thing we want to do, we just want to sort our brush out. So hit B on the keyboard, or you can find your brush tool there. I've got my size set at 15 pixels and the hardness to 100% because we're giving the paths a stroke, and that would be a good size to do it. You can do it how you like, but for this example, that's how I'm going to be doing it. Okay, so I'm going to go to my pen tool, pushing P on the keyboard, or you can find it in your toolbar. Mine's just down here. Okay, first thing we're going to do the triangle. Just straight lines, just clicking and dragging. So you can see there, once I've clicked, it's created an anchor point. And you can see it's got its little tail, which is creating the path itself. So to create a straight line, you can either hold it there. If you hold shift, it creates it as a straight line, or it goes up in 45-degree angles. Okay, so I'm holding down shift, just clicking around over there, and you can see it's created another anchor point, holding down shift and creating some more. Okay, so that's our basic triangle. On your work path, just over here, you want to right click and do stroke path. And because we've got our brush ready already, we're going to be using it as the brush, and click OK. So you can see there, let me just hide our paths. You can see there we've created a nice triangle. Okay, now to go into something a bit different is making a circle. What you want to do, so I'm just going to choose this corner over here. I'm just going to click without releasing, don't release the mouse yet, holding down shift to create a straight line. Bring the handle, you can see it's a handle there now. Bring it down to that guide. If you're not using guides, just choose a spot and release it. Okay, so you can see it's created a curved line now. So we're going to go back up to this point, click and drag. I'm holding down shift to keep it straight and keeping it in the same place. That's why I've created the guides here, so we can keep it in the same line. And created another a curved line, not a round line. And now we want to close it, close the anchors. So go in there, you can see on the, let me zoom in here. You can see if I go over there to close it, there's a little circle next to the pen tool that's closing it. And if you can see, so the first one we created goes around here. And the second one is quite clever because it just pops into the circle form itself, and clicking to close it. Okay, so we'll do that again. Right click, stroke path, we're using the brush, and OK. So you can see there we've got ourselves a nice circle. Okay, so let's move over to this one. We want to click and drag it down, holding down shift. I'm going to go down to that corner point there. Same thing over here. Click, not releasing, pulling it up, and then releasing. Okay. It's very easy once you get the hang of it. clicking and dragging to the same point, and I'm going to stroke. Okay, if you finished and you haven't closed it, just push the escape key and it will get rid of the path for you. Now something a bit more trickier. We want to create this with a straight line, because as you know, I'll show you now. So I'm going to click, holding, oops, wrong way, up to there, bring it round, clicking and holding shift up to that point. So now you can see it created a curved line there, but we don't want a curve. We want to create a straight line coming from that anchor right there. So what you need to do, hold down Alt and click on that anchor point, and it kind of resets it to a straight line. Okay, so I'm going to hold down Shift and click that point, and I'm going to right click, stroke path or stroke subpath, because I've still got that one selected. If I deselected that, it would just say stroke path, and click OK. So now I've still got the line following me. I'm just going to push escape. Okay, so zooming out, we've created a circle, we've created a triangle, we've created a squiggly line, and we've created a squiggly line with a straight line. So now I'm going to challenge you. I'm just going to go over here. I challenge you to trace this banana. Don't worry about if you don't get it right, because I'm going to make a few mistakes when I do it, so I can come in and show you. I'm going to speed up the video now just so you don't have to watch me doing all of that, but I will come back and show you how I correct it. Okay. Okay, so I have traced around my banana. You can see here I've done a few errors which we're going to go in and correct now. So what you want to do, you want to get your direct selection tool. I've got mine just here where my move tool is. Yours might be in the toolbar, but it's a white arrow. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here and have a look around. See, I've actually done okay there. Over here I'm not going to worry about, but you can see here there's a bit of an error. Okay, so I'm going to select that anchor point, and you can see here I've got the handles over here. If I only want to move one, because you can see they're both moving, which I don't want, I only want the one to move, I can hold down Alt and move it around. So it makes it more independent, which is quite handy when it comes to things like this. And what you can do, you can move the actual anchor point around itself just to fine tune it. So you can see there it's not quite right, so I'm just moving it around, making that one active, holding down Alt and coming in and just fine tuning it. You can see only the one handle's moving, not the one at the bottom, and moving it around like so. Okay, and this one as well, just move it up a little bit, and we've got this one here, holding down Alt. If it's going a bit strange, just like pull it in or take it out. That helps it as well. Just fine tuning, going around. The pen tool is actually great for making selections, or just pretty much drawing, to be honest. Moving that in a bit. Okay, I'm not going to go around this top part here because I just went around that roughly, but let's move that point down just a touch and pick that up. Okay, so there you can see I've done a fairly decent job just going around the banana, a lot better than it was, just fine tuning with the direct selection tool. Okay, so now we want to stroke it, give it a stroke. So you have to right click, stroke path, and I'm using the brush again, and click OK. So let's deselect that, let's hide the banana, and there we go. There's the outline of our banana. Hope you found this video helpful. It's a very basic one. Hopefully you get to learn something from it. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to enable notifications for my future videos.